Eventually, we grow tired of flawless industrial perfection. Only traces and warmth make beauty feel real. Many people do not know that beauty has another dimension. It is not taste, it is not talent, it is texture. And texture is something most people struggle to explain. The beauty of texture does not live only in the eyes. It also lives in the memory of the fingertips. Do you think texture simply means pleasant to touch? No, it goes far beyond that. Texture is a subtle, almost instinctive reaction. It belongs to time, to honesty, to the quiet courage of letting imperfection be seen. Texture is the body remembering before the eyes understand. Our first way of knowing the world was not seeing, it was touching. Since childhood, we reached out with our hands. We understood the world through skin, mouth, and movement. That was touch, building our earnest memory. As we grow older, the eyes begin to stand in for the fingertips, but our sense of judgment is still shaped by touch. Have you ever seen the color and grain of wooden furniture after years of use? That uneven depth, that quiet patina of time, cannot truly be copied by artificial aging. You do not need to touch it. Your eyes already feel the warmth. I like the yellowed vintage label, love the natural texture of Huanghuali and bridge. I love the rusty pen holder I picked up from a vintage shop. It beats any brand new acrylic one. There is time held within rust, and I love that. The beauty of texture is authenticity. Embrace the traces of time without disguise, without trying too hard. It simply is. Time is the slow process of texture. I remember standing in front of old temples in Asian cities. The oxidized patina was not even green. It was mottled, layered, marked by rain, wind, incense, and years. That kind of aging is not decay, it is living texture. It is a fingerprint of time. A wrinkle-free shirt may be efficient for the daily commute, but aesthetically, something is lost. A garment that remains rigidly crispy in every environment feels like a statement that is always correct, yet devoid of warmth, devoid of humanity. The relaxed silhouettes of Yohji Yamamoto and the architectural plays of Issey Miyake captivate us because they acknowledge that the body is always in motion and that fabric has a life of its own. When garments learn to yield to the body rather than forcing the body to conform, true texture emerges. Imperfection is the most honest part of texture. It often hides within small flaws. Look at some fashion images. They smooth the face until there are no pores left. The skin begins to look like plastic. But real beauty keeps the moles, the fine lines, the freckles, the very places where light catches. They are the natural grain of the skin. A flawless face can feel unsettling because absolute perfection is a myth. Texture is the courage to let imperfection remain visible. Everything carries traces, and I wanted to turn those traces of time, those human forms of beauty, into something you can carry close to the skin. That is also the beginning of Jinherit. I often ask myself, why should jewelry, something warm so close to the skin, be made into cold, flawless, machine-stepped industrial objects? At Jinherit, we want to recover that memory of the fingertips when traditional craftsmanship, shaped by centuries of cultural memory, enters modern minimal forms. Something quiet but powerful begins to happen. Fine metal wires are bent, shaped, and outlined by hand, building a soft yet ordered structure for the design. Enamel is then placed within those lines. After firing, it settles into warm and luminous depth. It is not cheap reflection. It is color awaked slowly by fire and time. Chinese lacquer, through layer after layer of coating and polishing, reveals a quiet, restrained light. It is not the cold flatness of an industrial coating. It feels as if time has slowly settled over the surface, giving the material breadth, depth, and stillness. They are not absolutely flawless, but they are alive. They are no longer cold objects from a production line. They became heritage inspired wearable art with a sense for breadth. They allow details, traces, and differences to be seen. We feel the ancient sense of Eastern time into modern daily life. We do not chase the absolute perfection of industry. We choose to witness time and warmth. They may not be loud, but they carry strength, quiet but striking.